Hey, hello my friend. If you want to learn how to write the best artist statement, an art statement that gives you opportunities, that is clear and that works for you, you gotta watch this video. It's gonna be really jam-packed with amazing information, and stay until the end because I'm gonna show you a free tool that is going to help you take your artist statement and really create amazing marketing materials to promote your art online. My name is Sergio Gomez. I'm an artist, curator, gallery owner, author, art business coach, and the goal of this channel is to simplify marketing and art business so that you can spend more time creating and doing what you love in the studio. So if you like that, my friend, make sure you click on the subscribe button and also on the little bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming episodes. Alright, so let's talk about the artist statement. This is the second video in which I talk about this topic. In the first video, I show you a 3-step framework that's super easy to use, that can create an artist statement that is easy to read, easy to understand, easy to create, and I show you a tool that you can use to clean it all up and really make it sound awesome. Well, today I'm going to review that really quickly, but more importantly, I'm going to show you once you have that artist statement done, what you can do with it. You know, what are the things that you want to do that can help you with your marketing using also very sophisticated but super easy to use AI technology, artificial intelligence, to help you really make this work for you. So let's go right into it. First of all, you know, if for any reason you missed that previous video, which I'm gonna put a link under this video and also at the end, you gotta watch it because I show you how to use this framework where you create a triangular shape. So inside the triangle, you have the word art, because everything has to point towards your art, right? An artist statement is about the art. It's not your bio, it's about the art. Then on top of this triangular shape or pyramid, you can put the word what. So you want to create a couple sentences or a short statement on what is it that you make, like describe what is it that you make. You know, if you're a painter, a sculptor, a photographer, you know, whatever you make as art, you know, kind of write some thoughts about it, you know, describing it. And I'm going to show you an example here in a second. And then after that, in the next corner of that triangular shape, you want to write the word influences. So in that one, you're going to take again a couple sentences or a short paragraph talking about what is it that inspire you. You know, what's inside your mind, your heart when you walk into the studio and you create the art. And then at the end, the last corner of that triangle, you're going to talk about your goals. What is your end goal as an artist with making the art? And again, it's a really beautiful way to finish up a very simple, straightforward, and clear artist statement. So I'm gonna read my artist statement, which we worked on previous video. But so here's already done, and I said I liked it, but now we're gonna make it to work in this video, creating some marketing pieces from it so that your artist statement can actually work for you, can open opportunities for you, and who knows, can also make you money, right, when you're using in your own marketing. I am an American artist best recognized for my life-size abstract figurative paintings. In my art, humans appear as shadows, auras, energy light, or silhouettes. The figures are set inside multi-layered fields of color, texture, and patterns, many of which are inspired by nature. Right? So that answers to the word what. Now, in this next section, I'm going to talk about what inspires me. The cycles of life and how we develop our spiritual awareness through those cycles have an impact on me. My paintings look at the contrast between life and death, reality and memory, and the physical and the spiritual. And then the last section, which is just one beautiful sentence to encapsulate what's my end goal, my vision, my mission as an artist. I want my paintings to speak to the fundamental human urge to feel alive in a society when technology and commercialization are so pervasive. That's it, right? I'm telling you, when you look at one of my paintings, I really want you to feel alive. Like there's something else in the world besides just this technology and commercialization that we are all surrounded by 24/7. I want my paintings to make you feel something, right? So that's how I encapsulate my artist statement. And that's it. You know, that's what we worked on previous video. Now I have it here ready to roll. So what I wanted to do now is show you what I will do to take this statement and summarize it even further, to use it for my marketing pieces, to make it work for me, right? Because you can write a beautiful artist statement, and all you'll do is you just put it in your website on some page there that says artist statement that probably 5 people are ever going to read. And it's going to be just useless. Well, I don't want that to happen. I want you to use this artist statement that you work hard to create to actually give you the words, to give you the elements that you can use in further marketing pieces, so that everything, all your collateral as an artist is connected. So the things that you do as an artist, your marketing, your sales, when you write an email, when you welcome somebody into your email newsletter, when you talk about your art, there has to be a connectivity. If every piece that you put out there says a different thing, then you're gonna have a hard time connecting with people. Well, when your story and when your ideas are connected, there's a beautiful synergy among the marketing that you do around your art. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to use a really awesome, totally free online tool that you can use to really make awesome things with it. So I'm going to show you. It's called ChatGPT, and maybe you have heard about this in the news, but ChatGPT, which is an artificial intelligence machine online, can help you in this regard. So I'm going to copy my artist statement and go to the web and either Google ChatGPT or just go to chat.openai.com. Super easy. You'll find it once you get there. If you don't have an account yet, create one. It's free. You can create it using your already Google account. So it logs in with Google. That's what I did. Makes it a lot easier. And once you are in here, you can type a question to the AI that can help you out with whatever you want. So for example, in this case, I want this art statement. I want a kind of a shorter version of it. So I'm going to say, write. So you got to give it instructions. I'm going to say, write short version of this artist statement. So it's going to help me summarize it. And the reason I'm using ChatGPT and using artificial intelligence is because as an artist, we are so close to our art that sometimes it's difficult to really separate the things that really matter the most, and really it's difficult for us to speak about our art. So using a tool like this will help you to kind of like pick the highlights of what you are trying to say and put them out there. So then what you can do is, of course, this is not set in stone. You can rewrite certain things, fix things that you may not like, words that may not be exactly as accurate as how you want to talk about your art. But it's still a great tool to start with. It saves you a whole lot of time. So I'm going to say, write short version of this artist statement. I put colon, and then I'm going to paste my artist statement, and then I'm going to go for it. All right, it's done. This is what it says. I am an American artist known for abstract figurative paintings. My work explores the cycles of life and spiritual awareness through contrasts of life and death, reality and memory, and the physical and spiritual. My paintings aim to speak to the human urge to feel alive amidst technology and commercialization. I love that. You see how, this AI took what I wrote in many words and then kind of like summarized it in a shorter version. So I can use this, for example, in my website, or I can use this if I'm making a social media post where somebody's not going to read the artist statement. And now I have a beautiful summary that I can still work at it. I can still go and tweak some things if there's some words that I may or may not like. Let's go even further. I'm going to say, summarize it in 2 sentences. Let's see. I am an American artist who creates abstract figurative paintings exploring the cycles of life and spiritual awareness through contrast. My paintings aim to speak to the human urge to feel alive amidst technology and commercialization. See how cool that is? I started with something large and now kind of more concise. I'm going to go a step further. I'm going to take now that statement and I'm going to ask ChatGPT to create an Instagram statement. So it's got to be really short because it's got to fit in the Instagram description. So there we go. I'm going to say, write Instagram description. Exploring the cycles of life and spiritual awareness through contrast of life and death, reality and memory, and the physical and spiritual. My abstract figurative paintings aim to speak to the human urge to feel alive amidst technology and commercialization. And it actually gave me 3 hashtags I can use for Instagram. That's pretty cool. It even recommended 3 hashtags I could use. Now, I'm going to go further. I'm going to say, give me a one-liner from this. I'm going to say, write a one-liner on the statement above. Let's see. Now that's more difficult. We're putting it to work. There we go. Exploring the human experience through abstract figurative paintings that delve into spiritual awareness and the contrast of life and death. That is pretty good. I think that is pretty nice. I might change the word life and death at the end so it doesn't sound so existential, but I love it. You can see how I can continue playing with this, asking them to do different things and coming up with different ways of talking about my own art. Now, the beautiful thing is that the AI is just taking what I wrote, what I truly spend the time working at. I'm not telling it to write my art statement. I wrote my art statement. You saw me writing out in the first video, and then we made it sound better. And then I'm using here the artificial intelligence, to create variations of it that I could use in different ways for my art career, for my marketing, for Instagram posts, for my website. This might be a really good one-liner for my homepage in my website, exploring the human experience through abstract figurative paintings that delve into the spiritual awareness and the contrast and I would say here, and the cycles of life. Instead of the contrast of life and death, I would personally edit it and the cycles of life. I love that. You see how, I can just do some edits on my own and arrive to something that will be really, really good. But you see the process, right? How you start with something more complex and then start bringing it down. And you can also do the opposite. You can say, well, expand more on this idea. And you need like some framework, like some ideas. Again, what the AI will do is give you a framework, give you an idea, and then what you want to do is then edit it out to the likeness that you really want to say. So it really reflects what you want to say. It's really worthwhile trying. And I know some of you guys may be like, well, Sergio, that's too much. That's not, that is weird. And that's okay. You don't have to do this. If you are happy with the statement that you wrote, that's fine. I'm just telling you, there are other tools. There are new tools that are available which can really take what you write and really expand on it, help you, particularly, again, for those of you who have a hard time, talking about your art, thinking about your art. You don't want the AI to say what your art is all about and what it, what you feel about it. That's why you start with your own words. You're only using it to expand on your ideas, to verbalize things better. What I love about this tool is that when I read my statement, like, there are here certain words that I think are better, that I think of what I was talking about, or how I was explaining my work, or how I was, implementing as I was writing my own art statement. And because, this thing is a computer, it's neutral, right? Doesn't have any feelings. So, I can then pick up certain words that I think are more fitting for what I want to say. And I'm using it just as a tool. Let me know in the comments what you think. Some of you would say like, wow, this is wild. Stay away from me, Sergio. That's fine. This is the last video that I'm going to do on art statements. Come back for more, because I use here my YouTube channel to talk about, art business and art marketing and how to make your life easier and better as an artist so you can spend more time creating your art. At the end of the day, you can spend 3 days working on your art statement, or you can spend, 3 hours and come up with something amazing so that you can spend the next 2.5 days working in your studio, doing what you really love, which is making your art. So I hope you enjoyed this video, my friend. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell so that you can get notifications on my future videos. And don't forget to let me know what you think. Goodbye.